Adriana, if you click on live comments, that's where the people.
Oh, so that's where we could see.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Colette.
Hi,
We had a little technical glitch. How you doing?
I'm doing well tonight. How are you?
Happy Wednesday.
Yes.
Cheers. What are you drinking?
Oh, what am I drinking? So tonight I switched it up a little bit.
Oh, you're doing red tonight.
Well, it's not really red. It's sangria. I don't really.
Okay.
I don't partake in red so much.
Neither
but
do I.
I was
Gives
at
me a headache.
I was at my mother's earlier today, and my mother makes the most delicious sangria. And she gets the Costco Kirkland brand.
Okay. And then she adds?
Oh, she adds brandy and triple sec and simple syrup. And
that's so funny. You know that my mother does the same thing? She just gets the Costco stuff and just dumps crap in it.
And my mother always has like a vat of it in her fridge. So I was like, the best is I took it in a Chinese container.
Oh, no. It's like takeout sangria.
That's exactly what it was. And it rode in the front seat with me in the console. I came home.
Awesome.
And here it is. And it's absolutely delicious.
Awesome.
Do you have your
I have my Pinot tonight. I always do. I don't know.
I put apples in mine because of your peaches.
No fruit. I didn't get to order from Joey Apples this week. We had graduation. I had the twins' graduation.
Okay.
And it's so funny because you would think that it was more of a project to do it in school. It's more of a project to do it remotely because we had to sign in at 9 to watch the video, then 11 Google Meet with the teacher, and then 2:00 parade, and then Monday's a parade. It's great, but it's like a freaking job, man. I'm done. I'm done.
It is. We're almost there. We're almost there.
No, you have no idea. My kids graduated today. I'm not even signing on tomorrow. I'm done.
I don't blame you.
I am not writing another journal entry.
Yep.
No more art class. Sorry. No more music. I'm done.
You're done. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
So we also have, where's Alex? Alex, are you with us tonight? We're all fresh.
I'm here.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
What do you got going on, Alex? What are you drinking tonight?
I'm going to do a little rosé.
Oh, rosé.
Yes. I feel like I've maxed out on all the white wine and red wine, and now it's time for me to just go full on the rosé. So cheers.
Okay, cool.
Cheers.
Cheers again. You ladies.
Cheers.
Oh, that's so good.
Alex, are you guys ready for Father's Day? How's the ordering going? Are your steaks orders going good?
Yes. We are still taking orders for Father's Day. So we have those dinner packages, but we have actually had a lot of traction with the online ordering as well. Just in case anybody didn't want to have to worry about, just somebody delivering or whatnot. They literally could just order as many steaks as they like and just have them sent directly to their house.
Oh, awesome. So lots of gifts, lots of orders, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're
cool.
staying busy. That's for sure. But, cool. I mean, now that New Jersey has, outdoor dining available, slowly but surely, I think the trend now with, takeout orders and online, I feel like people are just like, wait, anything's open. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've heard a lot of people just kind of taking the opportunity to get out and enjoy, and I don't blame them.
Well, it's funny because my parents, they're in Miami. They left 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, perfect timing. Thanks, guys. When I need a babysitter, everything's open. So my mom's sending me pictures of like her and my dad on the beach, and I'm like, really? Thank you. Love you too. Thanks a lot. So
it's like when friends go on vacation in like the dead of winter.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh my God, look at me. And it's so amazing.
And me and my sister are looking at these pictures. And I'm like, really? I'm like, why are you sending me pictures of you on the beach right now? And I'm home teaching my kids.
Well, you know what? Good for them, though. At least they can.
No, they deserve it. They deserve it. They bought the condo before this whole happened, so my dad's been itching to go. He's like, "Oh yeah, we didn't get to break it in yet. Let's just go." So, God bless them. They deserve it.
Absolutely. Wish I was in Miami.
I know. But
just anywhere with a tan, with sun, that I could just get a tan.
Yes. That's why
I've resulted to tanning in a can.
I haven't done that yet.
Tried that. Me neither. I'm afraid.
I'm scared. Me too.
Let me tell you, I have used a lot of different things, and I've spray tanned in my day. But this stuff from Neutrogena, it's micro mist airbrush sunless spray. I got it in the darkest possible. Has been awesome. Like the mist is so fine. There's like no rubbing it in, and it's really been coming out great. So I didn't apply it today or yesterday just because I was like, I don't really feel like doing this. I'm not really going anywhere.
Right.
But tomorrow, like for the weekend, I will be.
I'd be so scared to try it.
Yeah, me too.
But you want to, and I would be too. And there are different, shades that you can do from like the lightest all the way to, the darkest in intensity. I still have like a little bit of a tan line from Australia back in January, but it's slowly fading along with memories.
Yeah, I know. I'm lucky to be sitting outside, with these wonderful weather. So I don't mind really going fresh face today because I'm somewhat dark. Plus, I dimmed the lights a little.
We might want to explain our fresh faces.
Yes. So we look like this, not because we want to, but because we have a great show. We have Paige coming on from Paige. I'm going to mess up her name. Althea Makeup Artistry. And she's going to be doing a tutorial with us. And we have your friend Lauren, right, Colette, who does wine. If you want to go ahead and introduce her, you can.
Sure. So let me introduce. So Lauren is my fake cousin's real cousin. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yes, okay.
Like my cousin, whatever.
We all have fake cousins.
I don't know if that's like a New York thing or if it's an Italian thing. Like, I don't know exactly what it is.
Let me guess.
You all have 30 cousins.
Right. Like your parents grew up with her parents.
Yes.
Like so they became cousins. Yes. I have tons of those. Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
So I've known Lauren for her whole life because she's a little bit younger than myself. Not by much, but she is. And
you've known me for 37 years. Put it out there.
So I've been, obviously we're Facebook friends, and I had saw that she'd recently got involved with a company that sells wine. And I was like, oh, this would be a really good fit. So I had asked for her to come on tonight, and I'd love for her to tell us about the company that she's joined, just a little bit of the company, how you got involved, how you got started, because we're very interested to hear about it.
Oh, yes. Anything that sells wine, I'm in.
Yes, we're here.
Yes, please.
Sign me up.
Bring it on.
All right. So, I was just looking for wine one night. Like my sister and I were just like wanting to find wine that we could buy online because everything that was going on where we're like, we don't really want to go to the liquor store. And I happened upon One Hope wine. I have no idea how, because I don't know anybody that's had it or sold it, whatever. And I ended up on the phone with somebody, fell in love with the company. It's Wine That Gives Back. So it is a charity-based wine company out of Napa Valley. And every bottle has a built-in cause, and it ships to your door in like, literally, it's like within 3 days, I usually get my wine. They say 3 to 5 days. But so the wine I'm drinking tonight, I am drinking the, which way do I turn this? The California Viognier. So this wine, their cause partner is Chrysalis, which helps end homelessness through employment assistance. So each bottle has a built-in give back, which I totally love about the company. The winemakers are Mari Wells Coyle and Rob Mondavi Jr. So great winemakers. We have multiple 90 plus award winning wine. My favorite wine that I've had is the Red Blend, and that one is a 96 point wine. So yeah, I mean, it's basically everything. I can host parties where 10% of the event fundraising goes towards a charity, a choice charity of my host. So I'm able to raise money for specific causes, and each bottle also has a built-in give back. So it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that is pretty awesome.
I love
That is amazing.
I love that. I love that it gives back. So you're buying wine for a cause. That's great.
Like the give back is honestly crazy. So because they have like their videos that explain it. So this one works with like ending homelessness, but to date their impact. So they've donated over $5 million to charities worldwide. They've helped with, 19,000 days of clinical trials for breast cancer research. They've provided, so our sparkling wine gives back to Why Hunger. That's provided over 3 million meals to kids in need. They've built a school in Guatemala through people drinking wine. Like you drink, literally, like you drink wine and you give back. And it's like, well, I'm going to drink wine anyway. The Pinot Grigio. So if you like Pinot Grigio and if you like animals.
My favorite.
Right? The Vintner Pinot Grigio and the Pinot Noir, they give back to the ASPCA. So
very cool.
Yeah, over 80,000 animals find like their forever home. So a lot of give back, and like the wine is so good. So we're able to bring like the Napa Valley experience to your home, because now we can do home tastings. Hopefully.
Oh, how does that work? How does that work? How does that work, Lauren?
Oh, Colette, do it.
Yeah. I mean, right. Well, because when I started was when all COVID was going on. So I've been doing mainly things just virtually, but now you can order a host kit. So you get 40% off the wine. You get 6 bottles. So you can pick, a bubbly, pick a red, a rosé, because we have all rosés now for June. Invite your friends, whomever. You pick the charity. So if there's a charity that's close to you or your friends or family, whatever, pick the charity. 10% of all the wine purchased at your event is going to go back to the charity.
That's amazing.
I would, so we do the tasting. So we'll do a sample of each wine, go over, the tasting profile. The thing that's awesome with the bottles, which I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but on the back, there's like all this awesome descriptions of what the cause goes back to. You could see like Rob Mondavi Jr., and then it gives the tasting profile, and they're all like super legit on point with what the wine tastes like. But we'll go through it, taste, maybe 6 different types of wine, usually a bubbly, like I said, a red, a rosé, a couple whites, whatever. And then, everyone just kind of enjoys the wine, asks questions, and support a cause too. So
very cool.
That is amazing.
I have a quick question. I just want to make sure I'm understanding, just because I love when you can purchase something that you're going to enjoy, and then, as we were saying, just give back to other charities. And I love that you give the flexibility to let your hosts choose a charity. But just so I'm understanding, each of the wines, they technically have, like, let's say you're like, oh, there's nothing specific, like whatever you're supporting, it's like every wine there, it kind of pairs up with a charity. So as you were saying, like a Pinot will go with the ASPCA, and then like a Merlot will go with it, like something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So One Hope has cause partners that each bottle is tied to. So there's like the Cabernet is tied to Autism Care Today, so that funds ABA therapy. We've got the Chardonnay, that's the one that's paired with Gateway to Cancer Research, that's for breast cancer. So they all have their individual causes. When you host an event, it does not take away from the cause. So you have friends that you know, they love Pinot Grigio and they love animals and they're like, awesome, I want to support the ASPCA. They buy, you know, a half case of Pinot Grigio and Pinot Noir, but your fundraiser is for your local, you know, school, like your kid's school. You want to raise money for the, I don't know if it's PTO, PTA, what it is now, but whatever it is, your kid's school is still getting the 10% donation, and that bottle is still giving back to its cause partner. So it's double the give back.
That's
wow.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you could go to schools or school programs and do this fundraiser as well?
Yeah, schools, churches, those are considered nonprofits. Just nothing, you can't do anything like political organizations. Those are not considered nonprofits, but anything as long as they're registered and you have an EIN, like they're a 501c3, those can all be, you know, who you choose to raise money for.
Let's just say, because I own Crafty Kids Staten Island, so we're like a preschool prep program. Let's say in December, I wanted to do like a mom's night out. Would you be able to do that? And we'll do like a fundraiser at the store?
Yeah, as long as it's something that's considered like how like I don't know if it's called the PTA or the PTO now, like how they have the organization for parents with schools.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd be able to raise money for that.
Oh, well, Colette, you could be my PTA.
You're missing me.
And we'll do that. And we'll do like a mom's night out at Crafty Kids.
You
Yeah,
are
and
too funny.
as a host too, so host perk, we can point that out too. So as the host, so say, you know, Colette's hosting the fundraiser and her event qualifies, which means that if the event sells $500 of wine, which is pretty easy to do if you have like 5 friends who like to drink, you start getting host credit. So as the host, you earn free wine. So that's another.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
That is a perk.
Yeah,
That's always a perk. Yeah, seriously.
Free
wine? Sign me up.
Yeah.
Now, can you do virtual parties, or these are just like what's going on now with that?
I've been doing virtual, and they've honestly been a lot of fun because I create a Facebook group where I'll post, and especially if it's somebody who's doing a fundraiser that has something that is, you know, close to them, they can post about how the organization works. Like my friend Amanda, who's actually, she was viewing earlier, I don't know if she's still on, but we did a fundraiser for Network 21, which is a local charity it's local Down syndrome charity. And we were able to get everyone in the community involved on the page, posting about it, talking about the impact that organization has on the community. So people can get engaged and understand how the wine purchases are also affecting that organization. And then we can do fun giveaways or whatever. And then do a live at the end of the event, like whether it's to do drawings or to, you know, just do a little bit of a wine tasting like this on a Zoom where wine, let's join, let's talk about it. What are you trying? If anybody hasn't ordered wine yet.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So we can do, you know, that's also an option, which that's literally what we've been doing the past 3 months. So
hi, Amanda, she's still watching.
Hi, Amanda.
So now, do you have how many different types of wine do they have?
A lot. I've tried a lot of them. Well, we've got a couple different sparkling wines. I'm gonna just real quick actually highlight this beautiful bottle. I don't know if you can tell how pretty it is.
Oh, I love
that bottle.
Yes. So this is the Rainbow Edition Sparkling Brut, and I'm just gonna highlight it because this is one that I was like super excited to order this month because it's part of the Pride 2-pack. So June is Pride Month. So like I personally have a fundraiser going for the Trevor Project, which is a crisis hotline for the LGBTQ community for teens. So this is part of that, where this bottle gives back to the Trevor Project, as well as the Rainbow Edition Sparkling Brut that it comes with. So this, you unlock like the discount for the 2 bottles when you purchase 6 bottles or more. But sparkling wines, we've got the Rainbow Brut, the Glitter Edition, which is obviously this beautiful glitter bottle. And then typically our sparkling wines, we've got the sparkling rosé. We have a citron, demi-sec citron, which is like delicious. The peach sparkling wine. We've got a pomegranate sparkling wine. trying to think if there's other ones that I haven't tried yet, but there's a lot. I mean, we've got the Vintner collection, which is, you'll have a red blend, you have a cab, you have Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. I think that's it. But then you also have your reserve collection. So you still have the cab, the Syrah, you've got sweet wines. Yeah, we've got a good selection. Moscato, we've got Gewurztraminer is another one that I like to say, but
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I never heard of it either until I started like so Lisa, my twin who does the wine with me, she used to work at a bar, so I feel like maybe that's why she was like knew what it was called, but it's called Gewurztraminer. It's a really sweet white wine, but it's like delicious. So
I've never even heard of that.
We may need to try it.
I know. And you're a twin?
I am a twin, yes.
So cool. I have twins.
Yep. It's a handful.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of work.
Well, it was so funny because before I was going to say like, Lauren, I was like, you really look so familiar to me. Like, I don't know what. I was like, I don't know if you just look like a celebrity or someone that I'm thinking of, but then you're like, oh, I'm a twin. So I'm like, that just would have been like really funny.
So you know how twin.
When people look familiar, I'm like, well, I have a twin, so I don't know. Like, I always respond to her name's Lisa. So if somebody says Lisa, I just automatically respond. Like, I know Lisa has had people talk to her thinking that she was me, and she just acted like she was me the whole time. I'm like,
are you guys? You guys are identical?
Girls, I would do that all the time. Twin boys, twin girls. I'd just be like, just confuse everyone. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, but you know what? Like my twins hate it.
Really?
They hate it. They want to be their own person.
Aww.
I don't know if it's the age because they're 6 now, so they're like, we want our own birthday party, and I'm like, no, you guys are sharing the same day. So
it's because we used to be like definitely not so like loving each other, but now I mean we live next door to each other.
Yeah, so I guess they can grow. Yeah. And sisters are different. I have boys, so brothers are a little bit more, fighting all the time, but they definitely do have a bond. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So now, Lisa, is there any Lisa? I just called you Lisa. See what just happened?
Oh my God.
Lauren, are there any specials or anything going on for this month, or when you order?
So through June 30th, we do have our promotion. Preferred customers, they get discounts all year long on half cases and full cases. Normally, to become a preferred customer with One Hope, it's $19.99. Through June 30th, it's free for the entire year. So you'll get, typically it's 10% off of a half case, which is 6 bottles of wine, or 20% off of a full case, 12 bottles. But you can sign up for free for a preferred customer membership. And then you would be able to also get 15% off of a half case and 30% off of a full case. And then you'd also get flat rate. Yeah, it's $10 shipping for 6 or 12 bottles. So you get the half off on that. So that's why I would say, if you have any friends or family that you guys want to team up with, like I know like my mom and I sometimes will split a half case so we can get the 30% off and then split the shipping. And then with our, again, the beautiful sparkling rainbow edition glitter bottle.
I love that. I think
I need that bottle.
I know, me too.
Yeah, so you unlock that. So normally it's $59 for this bottle and then $30 for the other sparkling Brut. You get both bottles for $59. So you'd unlock that deal. And then that's $5 shipping. And again, those get back to the Trevor Project for Pride Month. So
that's awesome.
Very cool. And that's if you have to become a member first.
Not to order wine. I mean, you can order wine and just
okay.
No, you don't have to be a member to order wine. You don't have to do the preferred membership. That is just so you get discounts on purchases throughout the year. And as a preferred member, another thing too is that if you at the end of the year, let's say you purchase $500 in wine over the course of the year, which is pretty easy to do. At the end of the year, you can then donate 10% of whatever you spent on your wine to the charity of your choice as well. So it's like give back all year. So
very cool. That is amazing. Awesome.
Yeah.
And
non-stop incentives all year. I love that.
Yeah, seriously. And you have a very special bottle of wine behind you that you were talking to Colette about. that you have to share it.
I'm talking about.
Can you
so
lift
great.
it?
I wonder if I could like try to.
Can you lift it up?
Yeah, I think I
Oh
can.
boy.
So this bottle. It's like,
It's
I'm not
huge.
joking.
It's like a yardstick on like steroids from Vegas.
Yeah, it's Chianti, Vespucci Chianti. It's from Italy, but it's from my great Aunt Kay and Uncle Augie's house in Brooklyn. We were all kind of picking things to take, and I was like, I feel like there was this really big wine
You
bottle
need that.
and I don't know if I'll ever drink it, but I was
No.
That's so cool, though.
yeah, it's like it's pretty old, and it's a pretty legit bottle of wine. So yeah,
That's so cool.
I'm like in disbelief right now.
I know, and that's
pulling it up. It's like it's still going, guys.
and that's like homemade wine, so it's probably like 100 proof.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah, definitely.
So
The
but
good
it's pretty
stuff.
cool. It's got like the Italia sticker on it and everything. So
Yeah, no, my uncle used to make wine, and it was like drinking gasoline. So I am pretty sure it's pretty bad. It's pretty strong.
so
That's
good.
awesome. Well, Lauren, this was awesome. Thank you for coming on. I'm excited. So I'm definitely going to be
Yes,
ordering. So Adriana,
too.
we can go into cahoots to get our discount.
Yeah,
if you would
definitely.
like.
I know
And I
my
want,
mom
like,
and I were
literally-
talking about it too. I think she's watching. Mom, you want to go in on a case or 3?
With 3 of the glittery one.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's something else too, though. I'll point out because if you do go in and multiple people want to get this, you can do a half case and unlock. Like you can add how many of these you want onto that order. So something to keep in
Love
mind.
it.
So it doesn't have to be like 6 plus this, 6 plus this. It could be like 6 plus this plus this, you know. So
Amazing.
Very cool.
Awesome. Lauren, I'll make sure I'm going to put all your stuff up, like how
Yes.
people could reach you and order you. That'll
Yep.
be up on the Wine Down Wednesday Facebook page. If you want to throw anything out there with your Facebook page now, in case anybody's watching and wants to know where to reach you.
yeah, so you can go to Facebook.com/the Vino Twins. You can go there and check what we've posted. We have some stuff on there about the wine, and you can just leave us a message there. Or the Vino Twins @gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Now, Lauren, you're staying for makeup, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're going to bring in Paige, who's been patiently waiting.
Hi,
Hey, Paige.
everyone.
How you doing?
Good.
How's everything?
Everything's good. I'm very bare-faced, like everyone else. I have this little bit of redness. Don't
It's
judge.
okay. It's okay. No judgment. This is a judgment-free zone.
Yes. Perfect.
And what are you drinking, Paige?
I have some sangria, just like Colette. Yeah, I love sangria. I think it's the only thing I can really drink. I'm like,
So
all I
cheers
need
to that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. We're drinking again. Drink.
We're
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. That's like the rule. Drink every time a new guest comes on.
I like it.
Yes. So, Paige, talk to us about what you do, your company, how you're adjusting.
Yeah, so COVID kind of really came in and hit really crazy.
Yes.
Everything was kind of just quick, everyone was rescheduling, and I felt so bad for all these different everyone who was trying to put their wedding together and all this, and I was like, oh, these poor girls. But everyone has rescheduled, and that's really exciting, and everyone's kind of excited that we're kind of starting to come out of it, so that's really good. And that's really exciting. I think that's really what happened with COVID. Everyone just kind of rescheduled, which was good, and I was so happy. But now, moving forward, the summer's coming. Things are starting to open up in New Jersey. The salons are opening in New Jersey, so that's exciting.
Yes. Well, my salon actually texted me. Well, the girl that does my hair, they're opening on June 29th.
Wow,
So I'm
Staten Island.
Oh, yeah. I'm there
Really?
July 1st. I'm getting keratin, blowout, color. I'm doing everything.
What hair salon do you go to?
I go to Main Bar Salon, and they are literally right across the street from my store at 153. I think they're 160 Main Street in Tottenville. It is amazing. She texted me. She's like, we're opening June 29th. I said, the 1st, I am there. You just redo everything. I'm done.
I wish my text from my hair salon was that great. Unfortunately, we're not sure when we're going to be opening, so we're going to have to postpone your June 25th appointment. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to this. Like,
I know. Like, I don't want to accept it. Anthony is asking, where is Mrs. C? Mrs. C is in Miami. So message her, text her, and tell her to come on. But she's too busy. She's probably out to dinner with my dad or like salsa dancing right now.
Yes.
She's very busy, Mrs. C. She's on a break.
Let her live.
He actually wants her to come on. We're gonna have Miss C come on one night.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
No, it's not. I'm gonna need extra this. But I know hair salons are open. Nail salons still can't.
My poor nails.
Mine
Do you
is
see how
disgusting.
pathetic this is? It's pathetic. And my
Every time I think I'm getting somewhere, I break one.
it's terrible.
I'm like, I just
And I can't do it myself. I can't do it
No,
myself.
me neither. Me
Me
neither. It's
either.
like a
I'm
5-year-old.
so
It's like a 5-year-old drawing. My
No,
that's how it
I
is.
used to have Lucy nail van service come to me because when you're a mom of 3, it's not that easy to just pick up and go get your nails done. So this lady would come, Lucy, in her van, and you would
In her van.
That's so ridiculous. But she parks in your driveway, and she had a full-blown nail salon in this van. And it was like the best thing ever. And it still is the best thing ever. So I'm like texting her every day. I'm like, Lucy, when can you come back? When you can come back to me, please. I need your van in my driveway.
I need
your
your
van. But she said they can't. They're not until like July because they're more one-on-one. And it's insane. It's insane. Yeah. And Paige, I'm sure it's the same thing with makeup.
Same thing with me. Like, there's no real like serious regulations on it. But I was just even for myself, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to be that close because I'm literally in their face.
You're in people's faces. Yeah.
And then it's like when you have the mask on, it's like, okay, like, do you just not want me to see the lipstick? You know, like we could do
Right, like
I can try
foundation around the mask.
Right. like just like this up, half off, no problem.
Yeah, I was just gonna say half off. I'll take it.
Yeah, but she was pretty amazing. I don't know if Todd has a picture of what she did for me for New Year's. I sent it to him. I hope he posts it.
That picture was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was like a whole nother person. She turned me into a whole nother person. No, it was crazy. My kids were like, "Whoa, Mom!" We're like, "What's going on?" But she's great. She really is great, and you're reasonably priced. You're not crazy. She came to my house with like a whole setup. It was beautiful, cleaned, everything wonderful, great service.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Paige, are you independent or do you work for?
Yeah, I do freelance.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you mainly doing, do you do a lot more weddings? Is this more just one-on-one applications? What's really your market that you mainly hit?
Special occasions of all things. Proms. I do a lot of sweet 16s. I do a lot of like birthdays and things like that. Holidays. And then I do have a lot of brides that I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
and
sure
that
was a tough thing to go through.
That has to be crazy.
Brides.
You know what? Everyone always asks me, oh, how could you, how do you deal with that? How are the brides? How are the brides? It's never really the bride. It's always the mother of the bride.
Yes.
So you have to be careful.
I agree.
The bride, she gets to know you, like you've seen her a couple of times. Like you've done her makeup for her bachelorette party. You've done her makeup for her bridal shower. You've done her makeup for this, that, her engagement photo, whatever it is. But then their mom is like, I have wrinkles. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. So it's so funny. But brides are usually really good.
Brides are fun, and I feel bad for like the kids that get to miss prom this year. How does that suck? I mean, I prom, sweet 16s, all that, and I really hope they reschedule at least the prom. At least do it in like September.
Seniors deserve a prom.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
They absolutely do.
It's like a year you don't forget.
The C that, sorry, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm not really familiar with 100% Staten Island, but it's on Highland Boulevard. It's called The C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe it's I believe they rescheduled to, are you from New Jersey too?
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, born and raised. And I live on Staten Island, but we're moving back to Jersey. But anyway, so they rescheduled her to July 27th. So I was so excited when she told me that. I was like, oh, I felt so bad for her. I texted her the day. I'm like, I hope you dance and put your dress on anyway, what have you. And she was like, no, they're actually going to reschedule it. And I was like, oh my God, really? Good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that was good.
Awesome. So July 27th, they're doing it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully,
even if they do it outside, what's the big deal? We'll do it at like Snug Harbor or Clove Lakes. There's so many pretty places to do it on the island.
There are options.
Why not?
I was obsessed with my prom dress for like years to come. And I wore it that evening with my girlfriends and I'm sure we have some Friends fans over here.
Yes.
That watch the show. Okay. Everyone remembers the episode where they wear the wedding dresses.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my girlfriends and I, when we were in college, we would put our prom dresses on and we would just be like, oh my God, remember? It was like such a great night, but like not that part of the night. And then this and that. So we would do that. I loved my prom dress.
It is such a great, it's
a
great night.
I really hope they do.
I hope so too. They deserve it. Even the brides too. You deserve your day.
Yes.
Oh, I've had so many friends
rescheduled.
Yes, I've had so many friends that had destination weddings that they had to cancel.
Yeah.
Oh, just nuts.
And that
Crazy.
alone is like a huge feat as well. Just like you're on edge all the time. You're going to a different country. People are coming over there for you, and then you have to cancel all of this, and you're just like, I can't even imagine.
Imagine all that money, all the deposits that you're putting. Like I had the typical Ginzaloon wedding because I was the first. No, I did. Like I was the first of my family to get married. I'm Sicilian, so I was the oldest, and my dad was like talking about flying in professional tarantella dancers from Sicily. No joke. Me and my husband had to be like, no, we're not doing that. I don't even want a band, but whatever, you're paying for it, so what the hell? But and I can't see spending all that money and all that deposits to it be like unknown.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure now. I also feel like it maybe can put some things into perspective. I've seen a lot of posts, and even one of my girlfriends was supposed to be getting married next weekend, and her engagement, she's been engaged for like 3 or 4 years now, and now she was finally getting. I'm like, oh my God, like this was finally your day. But she's like, you know what? It's going to be that much more special. Like when we finally get to it, it just puts things into perspective. Like, yes, like you spend all this time on the flowers, you spend it on the venue, you spend it on this and that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just happy that we're able to get to this point and enjoy the day.
And you can just do it. And you know what? Like, I hate to sound so stereotypical, but you spend all this money and then is it really worth it?
No,
it's not. It's not.
Don't say that yet. I don't have anything yet.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Thank you.
Okay. It's great for the day, but it goes so freaking fast.
Yeah.
And you have 1,000 photographers in your face and you don't eat your dinner and you're paying $250 a plate. That's probably even more now to have it at a fancy place and you don't even get to eat it. It's just crazy. Like I would just
honeymoon.
Right. Exactly. On the honeymoon. That's what I would do. I would travel, go to Europe, Greece, Italy, do that and do a smaller sized wedding. That's what I would have did.
That's what I did.
That's what you did?
I had 40 people at my wedding, and then I went to Ireland for my honeymoon.
40 people. My mom would have a heart attack.
I didn't even invite.
My mom, like those are my first cousins.
Yeah, but I didn't invite my family. I didn't. I had my fake cousins. I had my fake cousins there. Yes, my real family was not there. No,
you're so
wow.
I wish I could have done that.
I picked the people that were in our lives. I didn't want people there that I didn't even really know or didn't really care. We wanted something small and we did it. We rented a bed and breakfast in New Hope, Pennsylvania, and we rented out the whole thing for everybody to stay. And it was beautiful.
Sounds like a good time to me.
It was so nice. And it was very intimate. So I don't have any regrets with my wedding.
No, I did the typical El Carib. Like
that's a good wedding though. El Carib's a good wedding.
But now did you both love your makeup that night? Did you feel and look the most beautiful that you felt you could?
Yes.
But at the time, it was one of my good friend Jen did my makeup and my hair. So she was also a guest at my wedding. So it was like, if I needed a touch up, I just looked at her and she knew like, let's go to the bathroom. Let's fix you up. So it was, That I liked. I did.
I feel like
my
I need
hair.
to touch up. Like I'm
Yes,
looking at my
we're
powder
ready.
and I'm like,
Paige, we're ready. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm ready too. I got
Todd
ready
texted me that he has the picture ready of my before and after for Jen of that you did it. There you go.
Oh, wow.
See?
so
It's like a
beautiful.
whole nother person.
You just
Like
look like
the
you're glowing. Like I
Yeah.
can't stand like cake face and all of that kind of stuff. You just look
You
like
did.
yourself.
She did.
but
That's
you-
what I wanted to stress. She did the least amount of foundation because I told her, I'm like, I don't cake stuff on, just make it look natural. And she did this with 3 kids running around in the background. So it was amazing. And she did it. I think Paige, you were at my house for what, like an hour?
Yeah, like an hour and a half usually is how
That's
long
it.
it takes.
Yeah, look how
Wow.
beautiful. I mean, this is a
Beautiful.
20-year-old.
I
Yeah.
love that eyeshadow.
Is this what we're going to look like after tonight? Is this
I hope
Yeah.
so.
is this what we're doing?
All right, Paige. So what do you
All
want
right.
us to start with?
Okay, so usually I like to do a little bit of prepping. So I'm going to tell you how to do prepping, but I mean, we're inside, like it totally doesn't matter. You don't have to do this. But I always like to start off with a little bit of a lip balm, something. Ooh, let me figure out where the camera is. I like this. This is really, really great. You can use your finger, whatever you need. And I always start that first because you don't want it to you want it to like soak in, and then you'll do the lips last. So that's how I always start that. Nice and easy. And then I'm going to go in with some under eye cream. This is my absolute favorite. It's Hydro Boost Eye Gel Cream.
I just started using Nina.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Amazing.
I've used so many different eye creams, and I'm telling you, this is my favorite. It just works
I
so
started
nice.
using this too, the Hydro Boost.
There you go. Yeah, see?
Love it.
I have none of these things. I use
Target.
Target. I use Target brand Up
I
and
make
Up
my
facial
own.
No, you
moisturizer.
could find this. You could
I
find this
this
at
is
Target.
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 This is so cheap.
Amazing.
Okay.
It's
So
amazing.
cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. So this feels so good morning and night, but right now we're going to do it just because we want to make sure we're nice and smooth under here. And then depending on your skin type, you can add primer, whatever you want to do. So I'm a little bit more of a combo skin. So I like to use something that just kind of helps with shine. And then I also have some areas of my skin where, I'm a little bit more dry. So I just pulled out a couple of my favorite primers. So this is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. This is great for like normal to dry skin. Then this is my absolute favorite. This is Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is for like when you're going out and you're like really trying to have a wild night.
Oh yeah.
I think those are past. Those are
Yeah.
That's more like you and Alex, not me. and
I've
Colette.
literally bought 3
more
going out
quick time.
dresses because I told all my friends, I was like, girls, the second this is lifted, I don't care. I don't care. We're wearing it and we're going out. I don't care. So I'm going to need that.
You need this. Like this is what you need.
Me and Colette will watch.
Okay, so this is the Pore Professional. This is amazing, especially if you have a lot of pores. I have a lot of pores in my nose area and through here, so I always usually put it there. This is amazing. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base. It is so amazing for someone who has drier skin. And then this is NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. So I'm going to use these two tonight. I'm going to put a little bit on my pores in the middle of my nose.
And that's the, what is it? Professional?
The Professional, yep.
Professional. I love that one too.
I love that one too.
So
Benefit.
good.
That's a good one.
And it smooths on. It makes everything look nice. So I just see how I'm just putting that right on. And usually when you do this, you don't need a lot. I know sometimes people, like especially YouTubers, they like plunge that on. You don't need that. You just need very, very little. So this is the other one that I'm going to use. And I like to warm things up in my fingers. It makes everything look more natural.
Oh.
And then you're just going to bop it on. You could put it over, whatever you want to do. But this is usually like the type of thing, if you have combo skin, you could do like that. But if you don't, and you have just normal to dry skin or more oily skin, all over the face. So that's that. Next, I'm going to go to correcting my under eye. I'm fairer, so I need a pink. So I really love the Becca Under Eye Brightening. I don't know. Can you see that, guys?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So this is my favorite. I love it. But if you guys are a little bit more olive skin toned and then deeper skin toned, you could do a peach. And this is Lancome. This is amazing. So if you have dark under eyes, it's really easy. You need the littlest bit, and you just are going to put it right in here.
Is that concealer? What is that exactly?
So it's a color corrector.
Color corrector.
So
Okay.
we put this on first, and then we're going to conceal after.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to just bop a little on like this. And I like to use my fingers a lot on me personally. On my clients, I'll use a brush, and then I usually go in with like a beauty sponge just to massage everything in. The reason why I don't really do a beauty sponge all the time is because I feel like it just takes me too long. I like to use the brush to really get in there and get everything on, and then I'll go over with a beauty sponge just to kind of smooth everything out if I'm doing a full glam. But tonight we're just doing a little bronzy glow, so nothing crazy, you know? So that's that. Then I'm going to go in with some foundation. I love this foundation. This is the NARS foundation. It is Natural Radiant Longwear.
Oh, I love that. That's in my other bag.
Oh yeah, this is so good. Some other ones that I really love. I worked for Bare Minerals for like 7 years. If you guys want like a really nice like tinted moisturizer, they have this amazing one, Complexion Rescue. Really beautiful, goes on nice and easy. It has sunscreen in it, so that's perfect for kind of this type of look if you're just like kind of going to the beach or whatever you're doing. You know, some people like makeup at the beach, and that's definitely
You do foundation first, then concealer?
Yes, because I want to smooth everything out. And when I use the concealer, because I've already corrected, I'm almost using it as a brightener.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you prefer a brush like this or one of those spongy things?
So I always do the brush first, and then I'll throw on the spongy thing just to smooth it out if it's more of a glam look.
So brush first. Okay.
I don't have a brush. What kind of brush? Like a blush brush? What kind of brush?
This is a
Colette.
setting brush. You can use one of these. These are really good. Any type of brush. You can even use your fingers if you really want. Like
That's what I'm going to use. I bought this at Target today just for tonight.
Good.
Colette,
Did you
I
wet
can't
it?
take you.
I'm supposed to wet it? Can I?
You're supposed to wet it? I
Damn.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
And
can't
that's
get
what
water
helps
now.
smooth it.
Do you have any finishing spray or any kind of
Your
spray
wine.
next to it?
Should I put it in my wine?
Yeah, so I really love
Put it in wine.
Plus. That works really
Okay.
nice. Okay, so now I don't use a lot of makeup at all. I like to use a very little bit because most people, you know, everyone's skin is pretty much even, you know, except for really like where you see on me, like I'm super red in through here. And that's really all where people need that coverage per se. So that's how I get that very natural look.
All right, so we're going to follow along.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna use my hands. I don't have anything like that.
And then
Take it out. All right, hold on.
I look like one of those like totem poles.
Oh, I can't.
All right.
And
We're
don't
supposed to
feel
be
bad if
following
you
along.
don't
I can't look
have
at Colette doing this. I can't do this. Javier. Okay.
And a good key when you do foundation, make sure that it just matches you perfect. I don't usually like to go too dark when you do foundation because then it starts to oxidize, look funny. You want to do a foundation that matches you perfect, and then you can add bronzer later to smooth it all out, if that makes sense.
Okay.
What do you
What
suggest?
foundations are you ladies using?
I am using, so I don't use foundation, obviously. But I do subscribe to Ipsy, so I get all this stuff. I am using all Ipsy stuff
What's
tonight.
Ipsy?
Like stuff.
Good.
So Ipsy is, you get like
Amazing.
a little,
I love
yes,
it.
it's $13 a month. And it's basically like a subscription, and they ask you all these questions in the beginning based on your like complexion and the colors you like to wear, and they send you samples
Is it like
of like
Stitch?
eyeshadows, and yes, but it's only $13 a month. It comes in the cutest little bags. I have like
that's
20 of
cute.
you. And half of this stuff I never use because I don't, I like my eye makeup, but I don't really, I have freckles. That was my question.
just
So
use
it's very
this.
hard. I use BB cream too.
BB
usually.
cream.
That's what I use.
If I didn't do so much damage to my skin from tanning when I was younger, I wouldn't wear foundation or tinted. Like I have some girlfriends that have like the most gorgeous skin. They're like, oh, I just put a little concealer here. I'm like, get away, go out.
No,
I
I started using this. This is Thrive.
Oh,
Thrive. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard you like it.
I love it.
from
And
the
their mascara is unbelievable.
I think you told me about their mascara.
where
I
do you
think
get
we
that?
used it
Yeah.
on Thrive.com. I think
Oh.
we used it the night of the New Year's Eve because it makes you look like you have fake lashes on
Mhm.
and it builds the fiber. But their foundation is amazing too. I just got it. I got it like a month ago. Amazing.
Good.
I always like to hear what other people are using. I always like to dabble. I always think like what works for you works, but I always like to so I have like 3 different foundations. I have the one I'm using today is Charlotte Tilbury, the Light Wonder foundation.
Mhm.
I actually used this foundation when I was in Mexico for Todd and Andrea's wedding. This thing did not move on my face the entire night. Like it was literally
wow.
and people were like, "Why? How is this still intact?"
And from Mexico, that's
sweating
awesome.
profusely for
I was
hours.
gonna say, the humidity has to be crazy in Mexico.
It was great. So I highly recommend this one too. I love her products.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I don't know if
She's
like
great,
I
and her powders are good.
don't know if I just like
Expensive, but
a
good.
lighter like lotion or foundation just because I do have freckles that I feel like when I put foundation on, it's like, oh wait, like your face looks
Where do
I
they
think I
go?
look so different because
Yes.
right? Like where it's like I don't want to look like I have a ton of makeup on. I want to cover the bags under my eyes because I have that. Sometimes like the lines over here, but because everyone like I think knows I have freckles, when I have too much of a foundation on, I feel like I look
You look crazy. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know.
definitely. I get it. Just doing a little bit of the sheer foundations are great for freckles, definitely.
Oh, I'm
And also,
sweating.
too, when people have freckles, you have to be careful with the chest.
It's stressing you out.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to some bronzers, so I look a little bit more normal. I'm going to, this is Juvia's Place. It's a really excellent brand. Very, you can find it in Ulta. Very inexpensive, but really, really amazing. So I'm going to use their stick, and I'm just going to go through here. And I use very, very little bit. You don't need too much because we're going to blend it out.
What if you have powder? Like,
So we're gonna do that next. But you
there's
kinda
two
see where
different
I'm
things.
going. Yeah. Not two different things. Same thing. It's
Okay.
just this will keep it a little bit more done. You're gonna look, it'll stay longer.
Like I'm not good at doing that by myself. I can't do that by myself.
You can just follow the pattern. Look at me, a little bit of dots.
See, I have just the powder.
I have
So
powder.
this is where I like to. Yeah, I'm gonna use that next. So
Okay,
this
cool.
is where I like to use the fix spray, because sometimes when you put on the cream, it kind of sticks a little bit. So I like to use a little bit of spray just to spruce it up. And then I'm just going to do little circles and just rub it in. And now everyone who has the powders, you guys can just go in same area where I put mine, but you just use your powder.
Okay.
And when
Okay,
you do
use
your
the powder
bronzer
now.
over here to kind of contour, you always want to start at this area of the face and always work your way up. You don't want to work your way down.
Shit.
Okay.
Working my way
And you
down.
can kind of do like a Nike sign.
This is not. First of all, I don't even know if this is the right. Are there different color bronzers? I'm assuming this is Tarte. It came in my Ipsy bag.
Yeah, there's all different types of bronzers, different colors. Some are dark if you're fair skinned like me. I use the Hula one. This is like a really good one for kind of everybody. What color is this one?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I know, like, really not ready for that one.
Yeah, I've like never thought to put bronzer like near my hairline.
Yeah, so you do that because when you put bronzer on, you always want to think of where the sun warms your skin, and that's where you put it.
I literally
not all over.
No. Some people
I always put it on like my nose and like this little like to give it what I thought was giving a cheekbone.
Yeah, when you do that, you want to do it this way. You don't want to come all the way down because then you're going to change the shape of your face. You want to just put it right under that cheekbone in like a Nike sign.
Oh, see, I've always done it all over. I didn't know that.
You could do it like a 3.
You want to know something? Because that's what we all used to do.
And I do my neck
Not
too.
like the 13-year-olds today that know how to do the contour.
You got to get someone down here. A little down here.
Yeah, so people used to come in. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Warmth from Bare Minerals. It's a very popular bronzer. Anyway, it's very terracotta looking, very orange. And people used to come in and be like, I need more warmth. And I'm like, you were just here. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, you just put it everywhere. Like, oh, I'm like, no. Like, you're crazy, girl. But hey, like, if it works, different strokes for different folks, you know? But yeah, people use like big brushes like this and then they put it all over their face like foundation. But different ways. And then also what I'm doing right now is a little bit more contouring. So where you put it, that's just contouring the face to give your bone structure more shape. When you do bronzer, though, you can use something that's just like maybe has a little sparkle to it or anything like that, or a little bit of a glow. You'll see I'm going to use a shimmer brick later by Bobbi Brown. And I'm going to kind of put that over a lot more kind of where at the high points of my face. And that gives a nice warmth to the skin. All right, I'm going to blend out this nose to look nuts. And when you contour your nose too, you could just kind of go right along the side. And I'm using a stippling brush because I used the cream.
I'm just using my travel blush brush.
There you go.
The only thing
That works too. It's like the same shape. You got it. Whatever works. Okay. So now I'm going to do a little bit, like I said, I use my concealer as like my highlight. So I love, 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 love NARS. Their concealer, their Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is really, really good. A lot of people like Shape Tape. For me, Shape Tape gets a little tacky too quickly, and I like to kind of like work a little longer, but Shape Tape is great. What else do I really love? Believe it or not, Kim Kardashian's concealers are amazing. They work really, really well. What are other ones that are really good? I have another one by NARS that comes in a little jar that's really great. I think NARS is like my top favorite when it comes to like complexion products. They're really great. So this is really easy. You don't need too much of this. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use a little brush.
You can't use this thing?
Yeah, you can use that. Yeah. I use mine on clients, so I can't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you're just going to go a little bit. You don't want to go too close to your eye. If you go too close to your eye, it's going to travel into your eye.
Okay.
So don't ever feel like you need to overdo it. Remember, less is more.
Just dabbing?
Yeah, you're just dabbing it on. Perfect. And then blend her in.
Oh yeah.
Or pink.
Okay.
And now you see how I'm getting really close in here and it's changing the shape of my nose a little bit? Can you guys see
So
that?
you're getting into the nose area too with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing this all wrong.
For that nose. I
Right.
love this.
See, I have been doing this wrong my whole life.
I have never done this before ever in my life.
You're doing great. It looks good.
I'm using my fingers. Look at this. Oh my god. I don't think Ipsy sent me the right color. This is
Colette,
what,
no, I don't
Ooh.
think this is white. Colette.
is this
White.
Morph or Morphe? What is that? What is that?
Morphe.
Morphe.
Okay.
They have really great brushes.
They sent me one of those too, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Use it.
What are you trying to say? It's an eyeshadow brush. It's an eyeshadow.
Oh,
brush.
okay.
And then I'm also going to come over here.
I'm gonna use my
Just on the
blood.
bridge of my nose. You see that? How it changes the shape a little bit more too. And up.
Yes.
And of course, we're not going to leave it like this. That's where your beauty blender comes in, and you're just going to smooth it out.
I have one
I'm
of
gonna
those.
use my finger.
All right.
Beauty blender would be this thing, right? The sponge?
The sponge. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can use
Really?
it like roll it. You're doing good.
I'm gonna like close.
That look great. And I love my
Okay.
fingers just because it's a natural warmth. It's going to make everything look very natural.
See,
Always.
I have always done the concealer before the bronzer. I'm learning new things tonight.
It's okay. There's no serious rules. This is just how I do it.
How you doing, Lauren?
I'm honestly I just keep using this all over my face.
Oh, I love
This is
that.
the
I
only
love
thing
that
that I
too, though.
have.
I'm like, I'm just gonna use this under eye roller thing and just put it all over my face.
You're like, I hope it works.
I'm trying. It's okay.
You're doing good.
So funny.
Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit of powder under my eyes just to set it,
Oh,
but
I
not
have
too
powder.
much because there is a thing called baking that you could do, and then you could just kind of put it under your eye. For some people, if you bake too long, it'll start to like get into your creases, so you don't want to do that too much. It depends on your eye and the way you like your makeup. So I'm going to use a little bit of powder. This is by Terry, which is really nice. It has hyaluronic acid in it. And this is really great for anyone who has fine lines. And we're just going to smooth this out just a little bit.
That's foundation powder you're using.
This is just finishing powder.
Okay. I don't have that.
It's okay. No biggie.
Colette, do you have it, Colette?
Do I have it?
Is that the same as like a shimmery like that? Is that same thing?
No, that could be a little bit more for over in here, like a highlighter.
Well, then I'm ready for that.
And then I'm also going to use, this is a really great finishing powder. This is called Fit Me by Maybelline. It's amazing. It works so well.
Alex is like a freaking professional over here. Look,
Yeah,
she's got
look at
different brushes, different powders.
She hasn't said one word, and everything she says, she's like,
Same-
"Oh, I have that. I have
Sorry,
4 of
that's right.
those. Let's do
You
this."
should have
I'm
warned us,
obsessed
Alex.
with
You
makeup.
should have warned us.
No, always have been obsessed with makeup. I love it. There was a time where I was like, oh, maybe I would be a professional makeup artist. I worked for MAC for a little bit. Just like, I just love makeup. People who are afraid of it, I'm like, don't be afraid because you can find what fits to you. Like Paige is saying, like, there's no wrong way. It's just finding what works for you, your routine, your face.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And I really like to encourage people to like really understand that there's really no rules. Like you do whatever you want to do. There's some color rules that make sense, but there's no rules when it comes to the face.
Makeup.
And usually too, when I do people's like full glam, I'll always do their eyes first and then I do their face. But when I'm doing something very natural or I do myself, I always do my face first. Go figure that one. All right. So now we're going to go in with bronzer and I'm just going to kind of go. But you guys on this. This is just because I did contouring.
Oh, okay.
So don't even worry about it. This is an extra step that you don't need to do right now. And you see how I'm keeping it really on the high points of my face? And in here, you can like really get into it, depending on the type of look you're going for. Like we want to do something super bronzy, so I'm adding more bronze even though I'm super light. Okay, so now we're going to get into eyes. I'm also going to be using a Julia Place palette. This is the Nubian. It's super beautiful. It has serious pigment to it.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Aren't they
Oh,
pretty?
those are nice.
Oh my God, that reddish color.
Yeah.
It's like a copper?
Yeah, so it's looks red, just like it's pretty true to color on here.
Oh, that's
Oh, Paige,
beautiful.
text me the name of that.
Yes, definitely. And you can get it at Ulta when Ulta opens. Okay, so I'm gonna go first in with my with a darker color just in my crease, and I'm gonna keep this a little bit more natural. You can use an eye primer if you'd like. You can also use your under eye concealer, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna go in with the NYX primer. I really, really love this one. Nice and easy. Pop it on the eye.
I used to use eyeshadow base all the time when I would do like my serious smoky eyes, and then just after a while, I started just bringing my concealer up. If people do that, I mean, is that okay, or you always recommend doing an eye base?
So for me, when I do my clients, I always like to use the eye primer just because it actually holds and stays tacky. Because sometimes with the concealers, they crease, and I don't want anyone's eyeshadow to start creasing. That's not a cute look, you know?
No, it is not.
Not good, not good. And then, so I don't know if this ever happens to any of you. Sometimes when something's a little too tacky and then you put a color right over, it gets stuck. So I like to use a little bit of powder before I go in with my eyeshadow. So I'm going to just use the same powder that I used on my face and put it on over my eye. Just to
wait a minute. What kind of brush are you using?
I'm using a crease brush, which is just like a fluffy brush. Can you see that?
Okay, and you're doing like a lighter color?
I'm doing the same foundation, same face powder. So any type of powder that you have that's the same color as your skin. Because if you use your bronzer, then it's going to kind of defeat the purpose.
Okay.
Not defeat the purpose. It'll do what we want it to do, but it's going to be too dark.
So is it bad that I use the same exact brush for every part of my eye? This is the only brush that I own.
Okay, so I'm going to go in with this one. This is a little bit more of a taupey brown. And I'm going to go in my crease.
Taupey brown.
You can also, if you don't have a color like this, just use your bronzer. That's totally cool too. And I'm going to work it almost into my nose. So it looks very natural.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm going to go in on the other eye. And because I'm doing just kind of like a bronzy glow here, I'm not going to do too much sculpting in the brow and in the crease. I'm just going to kind of plop her in. But you see how that brings everything together with the nose contour? And we'll smooth it out later. And then depending on how you like your eyeshadow, you can also bring it out a little bit and just kind of buff it into your bronzer out here.
Paige, have you ever done any TV or film makeup?
I didn't. I haven't done it. When I was 18, I did a short film musical. That was fun. So I was able to kind of like, it was, someone just like playing around. So that was fun. That's the only thing I've ever really got into film, but that would be a lot of fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between doing your makeup yourself every day and doing your makeup like in business, like for clients?
Yeah. So I think what's hard about, not really hard, I think what's different is everyone is different. So when I first started out, I was so used to like practicing on my face. So my face shape is kind of what I would put on everyone else's face shape, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But then I started to stand back and actually look at them and where does the sun hit their skin? You know, what do I think they should look like? How should I change their face to give them more of a cheekbone? You know, things like that. So that's definitely the biggest difference between doing your own makeup and someone else's makeup.
Someone else's. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're so right though. Like it's you just try to emulate. You're like, oh, this looks good on me. This works on me. So I'm just going to do that. And then you're like, maybe not the best thing. So that's definitely important to remember when you're doing someone's makeup.
Yeah. And then like some people really love to look super dark. And that's hard for me because like I said in the beginning, like I always like to completely match your skin. And then I make you look just natural. Some people don't like that. They want to be dark, dark, dark. So that's also difficult. And you have different ideas. But then you pick your artist, you know?
Okay.
So I'm going to go in with this one now. This one's so pretty.
What color is that?
I'm going to put this on my lid.
Is that more of like well, I can't really tell. Is that more silvery? Is that more creamy?
Like a creamy champagne-y color.
Perfect. I have one like that. This.
Yeah, anything you guys have that's a little soft.
Got it.
And I'm going to just go in with a flat brush. Perfect. Yes.
Oh, I have that, Colette.
You do? It was in my Ipsy bag.
Yes, I have the same bag.
And now I'm just going to go right on my eyelid.
Same brush.
Different brush. I'm using a flat brush.
Same brush. Same brush.
No, flat brush.
That's fine.
I know. I'm joking.
She's still using her blush brush.
Listen.
You could use your finger for this too if you want, because we're just putting it right here. And then I'm also going to bring it down a little bit over here.
I can't
in the eye duct area to brighten it. You see the difference there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you're bringing it down. Okay.
I'm like so bad at doing makeup. This is like terrible.
No, you're not. It takes a little bit.
I mean,
I keep
they do
making
this professionally. We're not really.
Yeah.
Besides her and Alex, I think we're like.
What are you trying to say? I think I'm doing a fantastic job.
Colette, you should do
You
Colette
are.
You should do makeup by Colette. I think it's your calling, Colette.
Oh yes. Faux show.
All right, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a darker brown, and I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. So we're just going to go as close to your lash line as possible. We don't want to make your eyeliner. Oh yeah, just like any type of liner brush you got.
Like an eyeshadow
and you
brush?
can use a pencil. You can use anything you want. But what you want to do is get as close to your lash line as possible, just so you look like, so you're making your lash line appear thicker. So your lashes are going to appear thicker.
I'm definitely failing this one.
I can't do this with Colette next to me. I can't. I can't do it.
You guys are like cracking me up. I can't.
I can't get in there.
Don't pull your eye too much. You don't need to pull it. You're like, I'm pulling it. Get out of here, Paige.
This is not working for me.
And I'm going to take that same color from the crease, and I'm just going to go under my eye just a little bit to give it the same effect.
Under it. Okay.
Yeah. And this just kind of brings the eye full circle, smoothing everything out. You can also do a little bit of a lighter eyeshadow over up in here, a cream. That was a little bit bigger in like the 2000s. People don't really do that as much anymore. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I'll throw it in and I like it, but I don't know. It depends. If I'm doing every day, I don't. But just make sure everything.
Have you done these online?
Yeah. Yes. You can go on my Instagram. It's Panhandle Paige Althea MUA. And I also, if you guys have Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook too.
Awesome. And I posted your page on Wind Down Wednesday.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we could share you.
Yeah. And I took kind of like a little hiatus during COVID. I'm like, I'm just going to reflect on me. And I usually do Tip Tuesdays. So that's a lot of fun. I'm going to start that up again. And then I work in an office usually. I've been working from home since March though. So I do like easy things every Tuesday for kind of just like something simple and easy to get going for the office. Because I know it's really hard waking up at like 6:30 a.m. and like actually putting a face on. So that's that. So this is another thing that I really love to do. This is an eye pencil that I'm going to put in my waterline here, and it's a light color. I can't.
I was just going to say, what color is it? Is it like another champagne color?
It's like a cream, just like a very light cream. Some people.
So if somebody doesn't have that light of a color, what would you recommend them doing in a pencil form if they don't?
Yeah. So you could use, like, if you have a super nude lip pencil, you could do that if the company says that it's cool to use on your eye. I would just suggest getting like a nice light color like that. Can you see? And we're going to just put this in our eye in the waterline. And that's just going to help brighten and open the eye. Sometimes people will use white. And if you use white, sometimes it just doesn't come off natural. It looks a little too much. So
I did that in junior high.
You can do no eyeshadow
with the brown lip liner and the concealer.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And the white eyeshadow all the way to the eyebrow.
Oh yeah.
Good turn. That's what I'm saying. Kids really have no idea. It's not fair.
Oh no.
They look so different. Like they
look like us.
Go through what we did.
Oh yeah.
Why
no,
do
they don't look
like
I look like in 6th grade.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
I wish I had a picture of me.
I'm gonna make
high school
exactly
right
like
now.
I did when I was 13.
My father would die. I had to wipe off my makeup as I got off the bus. Are you kidding me? No
I
way.
had to wear clear mascara until I was
In
16.
a crop top?
Oh, I
Are you
always
nuts?
wear mascara.
In a crop top.
Never in my life.
A little bit of blush.
Oh,
Just
blush! I have that.
Oh, she has that.
And I like to bring it up here too. It just gives like a natural warmth to the skin.
Oh, you bring it all the way up. Look at you.
And I like to smile and do the apples of your cheeks. And then smooth it out.
We should do this in the beginning of the show.
No,
So we look good for the whole show. Just saying.
I wish we were going out.
Because now I'm going to bed.
I know.
I may just put on Alexa and then have my own little dance party.
Yeah. I'm taking a little bit of finishing powder again, and I'm smoothing out my blush because sometimes I feel like a little bit too much blush in here isn't what we want. So you can just smooth her out a little bit. If you guys do your brows, you can always do your brows. You can add a little something. I always do the brows pretty much last, just because as you work your makeup starts to get on the brow.
So you have to hear Colette's story with her brows.
Well, this is.
Oh God.
I have naturally red hair, like red hair.
Okay.
But it's blonde now because I have a lot of highlights in it. But the last time I bought an eyebrow pencil is when I had red hair. So
you can use. Why don't you use one of those browns that you have, like a lighter brown
in eyeshadow?
Eyeshadow.
Yeah. You can use a powder, just as long as it's not too sparkly and it kind of matches the darkest color in your blonde hair.
I think.
Don't start right here. Okay. You want to start in the middle and brush out.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't start here.
No, don't. I never start here because if you start over here, if the darkest part will be there. Do you understand what I mean?
Start at the end. Okay.
Yeah, start in the middle and then
work your way.
And then work your way.
Ooh.
And do little brush hairs.
This just makes me realize how much I have to wax my eyebrows right
Oh
now.
my God, right?
Yeah. I have like super blonde. I did my eyebrows because I didn't want to scare you guys before
I have the opposite. I'm like super dark.
I messed up my eyebrows years ago. They won't even grow anymore, so I haven't had to do anything.
Mine too, Alex. Terrible.
I wanted to do microblading.
That looks really
I have a girl. We should make her on.
I can't handle. I actually filled in my eyebrows earlier because I had a feeling it was going to be a rough eyebrow day.
Yeah.
And when I have a rough eyebrow day, it'll take me at least like 20 minutes just to do them. And I'm like, this is
microblading is like tattooing. She's not available to open until phase 3, I think. The microblading girl. Yeah,
that would make sense though.
This is a highlighter, the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. I'm putting that just on my toes and up here. You can also put this like up on the brow bone too, whatever you want to do. You guys look good.
We should make, Todd, you should do like a before and after show, like what we looked like when we first signed on.
Yeah.
What we looked like now.
So now I'm going to use Whirl lip liner from MAC. I think MAC has my favorite lips products.
Yes.
Yes.
When it comes to liners and lip
forever.
Yeah, you can't compare with them. So they're my favorite. I do have a lip gloss from Anastasia that I'm going to be using. It's called Toffee, just like keeping it really super natural. So I'm just going to start down here.
See, this is where I always mess it up.
Don't worry about messing up because you can always go in with your foundation and just kind of clean it up. Like just take the brush and especially when you're doing red.
Oh, red's my favorite too.
Red's 30. And when you overline, just go slightly above your lip. You don't want to go crazy and like go really far over the lip. Just slightly over your lip. How you guys doing?
I'm okay.
I have no
can't see
lipstick.
I only see. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
I hardly ever wear lipstick. I don't.
I like the lip liner and then the lip gloss just because it's like really easy. And what I'm doing that is color in and leave this area a little lighter just so you're contouring your lip.
I've been doing that since you did my makeup. Not that I really went anywhere after
I know, right?
New Year's Eve. I think that was like my last night out. Was
Your
New Year's
last
Eve.
draw.
You know what? I feel like I'm not feeling the lip liner I have. I'm going to go grab my other one.
There you go.
That's what I'm going to do.
You're really dedicated to this.
She's good. She's freaking good, this one.
And then we're
And again, they have no kids.
Yes.
Like, I can't do this in the morning. I would love to do this in the morning, but I can't.
Well, this was an
this
extra.
this is like you're not doing this in the morning. I don't do this in the morning.
Oh, okay. So
this
you
is
don't
like
do this every day.
insane. Yeah. This is like
Okay.
We've been doing this for almost an hour right now, just so you know.
Yeah. It takes time.
See, like, this can't be my morning routine.
You look beauteous, though.
Something really good is
Oh,
just
yeah.
find like that good BB type cream that you love and just bop that on. And then just do a little bit of concealer under here. And then a little bit of blush. Cream blush is really amazing. I love cream blush. Yeah, it's super easy. You could just bop it on and it stays pretty nice. And then the mascara that I've been using lately is by Milk Cosmetics as well. It's called the Kush Mascara. Ooh, can you see that? It's really good. I've been really liking it. It's a little bit more of a teddy bear brush, so it's a little thicker.
Wait, but you did the lip gloss already? I missed the lip gloss.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just threw it on. Yeah, just a little bit of lip gloss right in the middle, and then
Let me have the gloss.
and then
we'll do mascara.
And now when you do the mascara, you want to get really close to your lash line. And you see how I'm almost like angling my eye down? It's because I want to get as close to the root as I can without bashing my eyeshadow. So that's a little trick. If you want to like your compact mirror and just kind of like hold it down and then look into it like this.
We should have freaking at 6 o'clock
I know.
and gone out. Because now I'm gonna go wash it off and go to bed.
No, make sure you don't see your husband first. You know.
Oh, forget it.
He may be expecting something.
Oh. I can't. Yeah, you and your red eyebrows.
Oh, you guys look so good.
I didn't bring my mascara to the party because it wasn't on the list, Adriana.
What the frick, Colette? It was like a given.
It's all right. I put it on before, but I have to tell you, obviously I'm not really into I do makeup every day, meaning I always do eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara because I have blonde eyelashes, so I have to put mascara on every day. I have tried many a different mascara, and I will tell you, my favorite mascara, no matter what, is Voluminous by L'Oreal.
I'm doing right now.
There is nothing like a fresh, voluminous mascara. Nothing like it.
No, you have to try this one, Colette. You would fall in love with it.
What is
So what
it?
I've tried before.
Look at this.
It is pretty.
They're like fake lashes.
Yeah, they look good.
Wait, what is it called again?
I also use the Lash Boost from
Rodent Field.
Yes, I love the Lash Boost. That's one thing I will always reorder. But the Thrive Cosmetics Lash Extender, amazing.
Great.
Amazing. I mean, look at this.
You do. You look beautiful. You look like a beauteous figure, like a professional makeup artist.
I'm sure. Let me see your eyes.
Yeah.
Look at Alex.
I can't take
la.
her. I can't take her. No, that's it.
Looking good, girl.
I'm ready. I told you the second those dresses come in, I'm out.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
I've been watching the tracking like a hawk.
And then another trick that you could do for like if you get anything on your teeth, you can always put you can take like a tissue and put your finger and
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
That helps.
Oh.
Right now I'm gonna go like this. Are you guys thinking something wrong?
I'm done. I'm done, Colette. I'm done with you tonight. I'm done.
That's hysterical.
Whew.
You guys look good.
Okay, we did it with lip.
Maybe we should take pictures and post them on the page.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should do like before and after. I mean, look at
Well,
this.
we don't
I
have
need-
before because we didn't do that. But oh, you go, girl.
I gotta fix my hair.
All right. You look very glowy, Lauren.
Oh, thank you.
Very glowy. Is that it? Is this the
That's
face?
it. That's the look.
Remember, look. What else do you want?
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, I'm gonna put a little bit powder on.
And I'm
Now
so
I
happy
just gotta learn
we
how
all
to do
have
my hair.
such different skin tones that like everyone who's watching, they can definitely see a different look on each person.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
For
good.
sure. Oh, I love
And you
this.
still,
Oh, I love
yeah,
makeup.
it's still natural. You still see Colette and Lauren. You still see your freckles. It's not caked on.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It looks good.
I like it.
I like it too.
All good.
Good.
And this is so nice to wear during the summer. It took me so long to find like the right products and the right routine to make me feel like I'm put together, like I'm wearing makeup, but not sweating it off in the subways in Manhattan.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Forget
It's the
that.
worst.
That's the worst.
I love
Yes.
This is great.
When you have like a good powder, that usually helps. And then when just don't use a lot of makeup and a lot of foundation rather. Just make sure when you put it on, you put it, in your trouble areas. If you have a pimple, use a nice concealer just over the pimple. Make sure when you do pimples, make sure that it's the same color. Don't go lighter. Like don't use your under eye concealer for your pimple because then you're going to be highlighting your pimple.
See, I've been doing that.
it. Makes sense.
Yeah, make sure you use it the exact color of your skin.
So your foundation for your pimples, not concealer.
Concealer, but the same color of your skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not the lighter one.
Because when you have foundation, it's not as thick as the concealer. The concealer, is like super thick. You want to
Okay.
just pop it on.
See, Paige,
Do you
now
recommend
during
a color corrector too for blemishes or anything like that? Like if it was really red? Oh, I'm sorry, like a color corrector, like for blemishes as well. Like let's say you try to get rid of it and it just ends up getting larger and more angry.
Yeah. So you could still use that peach one.
Colette, with your
Okay.
Colette would have freaking
She's ready.
Chinese food
Green
takeout.
work
area.
I cannot. She has her Chinese food container wine.
We'll open this right here.
I think that's the perfect segue into like
I
the
cannot.
After Dark show. It's just
Seriously.
wine in a container. I love it.
Wine in a container. Why not?
Listen, it was-
COVID sangria, we could call it.
well, this was awesome, ladies.
This
Paige,
was awesome.
just a question. Look, after doing this, I have to say this was fun. I mean, I don't know how many people stayed on with us for this whole entire thing, but this might be something for you to think about doing, like these virtual online
definitely
parties. I had such a good time, you know?
Me
Good.
too.
Yeah, I should start
Me
doing
too.
that. I for a while I was like, I'm so shy. Like I'm such a little shy girl. And so I was always like, I don't really want to do that. But then I started doing some lives on my Instagram and I was like, this is so much fun. Like I like
Yes,
it. People will
definitely.
talk to you and they'll like ask you questions and then, you can just kind of chit chat with them. So that's fun. I definitely should start doing more.
You definitely should. And Paige's husband he owns Rossville Delivery.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
You
Rossville
guys
Delivery.
I could grab him. I know it's
Go
girl.
get him. Go get Jordan. He is my lifesaver. I love Jordan.
For you.
No, you don't understand. Like Jordan has brought me Benadryl for my kids in a snowstorm. He's amazing. He's amazing. I'll text him and be like, I need this. And for $10, this poor guy will do anything.
wow.
People deliver me anything. Jordan,
Hi.
love you, Jordan.
Oh,
Jordan.
I've been hearing such amazing things.
No, he does. He does deliveries for Sal's Bakery. He does deliveries for Moretti. He does deliveries for Heartland Bagels. He does deliveries for Laura's Cakes. Jordan, everything.
This morning I just delivered you stuff. You got it, right?
Yes, I got you. Rang my doorbell at 8:00 in the freaking morning. One shirt. I'm like, what the freak? Who is this? And then I saw his little red truck. I'm like, all right, Jordan's delivering me clothes. No, he does. He's amazing. If anyone needs delivery service of anything, you need to call Jordan. And
Thank
now
you.
you're moving into Jersey,
Yeah.
Yes.
which
No,
is huge,
Service there. Yeah.
huge for Crafty Kids because Crafty Kids has been only known for Staten Island.
Mhm.
So when Jordan told me I could deliver to Jersey, I was like, yes, I love you because everyone from Jersey is like, you need to mail me your Crafty Kids. We need to get to classes. So this is a way of bringing my classes to Jersey. I love it.
What part of New Jersey?
Matawan, exit 120.
Oh, that's
Okay.
that's near me.
Yeah, like Old Bridge area.
I mean,
Yes,
I
I didn't
grew
post
up
it
there.
yet.
Mhm.
We didn't post it yet. So we're going to post it, I think, on Monday that we're going to do deliveries to New Jersey.
Awesome.
Yes, which is so much fun. Good night, Jordan.
Thank you so much, Adriana.
No problem. Anytime.
Advertising time is gone now. Back to the makeup.
Gotta go. He was like, I don't want to. He's like, I'm going to keep you on the spotlight. I'm not going to talk to them.
Yeah, no, he's awesome too, though. You're both awesome. I love you both. Yes.
We love you too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is it for the night. I think we're done.
Wrap it up.
Right? Wrapping it up. Time for bed.
Is it?
All made up.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, nowhere to go. But hopefully soon we could maybe meet at restaurants and do this live from
somewhere?
I would love it.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Alex, STK, maybe.
Go to STK.
Woo.
And a wine
Once we
tasting.
reopen, we have a rooftop.
Oh,
Yes.
is there
definitely.
music?
Yes. Got to get that
Yeah.
going.
I'll pay for Colette's Uber. We'll go together. All right, ladies. I
Good
want
night,
to say
everyone.
good
Thank you for having me. You guys are so
Thank
pretty.
you. Thank you, guys.
Bye,
night.
everybody.
And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.